Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Micah and today's video is going to be a declutter video. I filmed an entire declutter series of 10 different parts and today we are doing one of those parts. I will be using this intro for every single one of these videos, so if you're thinking, hey, I think I've seen this video before, then stay tuned because it might very well be one of the declutters that I filmed. I just thought it would be easy to have one intro for every single one of these videos because the lowdown on these kind of videos and the disclaimer I have for this is pretty much the same for every single one of these. I went through my entire makeup collection. As I said, there are going to be 10 different parts and I just went through everything because it really needed a good clear out. As I'm talking, I will make sure to put in some before pictures because it was a right old mess. There were products everywhere on top of things, and the drawers where I keep my makeup, which you can see behind me, were just like stuck to the brim. They were very heavy and I just knew it was time to declutter. Now, I don't get sent a whole lot of PR. Most of the makeup I own is stuff I pay with my own money. And that's why when it comes to declutters, I'm not too savage. I know I need to get rid of stuff because some things are just old or broken or it didn't work for me or whatever the case might be why I'm getting rid of something. I did spend my own money on it, so it's not something that I feel like I'm not aiming to get rid of like 50% of all of my makeup or 70% or almost everything. I like having a good variety of drugstore and high-end stuff, and it's just that I try a lot of makeup for my blog and for my YouTube channel, and sometimes it just gets to that point where you're like, am I still using this? No, I'm not. And when you get to that point, it's just time to get rid of stuff. I will not be selling any of the makeup that I'm getting rid of because 9 out of 10 times I've had it free for quite some time and I would not feel good selling it to anyone or passing it on to anyone I don't know personally. So by the time I'm filming this intro, I have already passed on some of the stuff that you will be seeing decluttered in these videos. So even if you leave a comment saying, hey, can I have that? It may very well be that I no longer even have that product because I have already passed on a couple of bits to friends and family. This is concealers. All of my concealers and correctors are going to be decluttered in this video. And as you can see, I have quite a few, and there are definitely a few here that can go. Some of these I have repurchased and are backups or anything like that. So we're just gonna go over everything and yeah, we'll just go through some of my favorites. Let me see, a favorite that I can't deny is of course the Catrice Liquid Camouflage. This is one of my favorite concealers, so that's definitely a keep. Another one is the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. This is in the shade Vanilla. I used one up in the shade Custard and then decided to get the lighter shade because I felt it was a little too dark. I haven't used this one, and when I purchased that, they gave me a mini travel size to go with it, so I keep that in my backup stash. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, which is still in its packaging. I got this, again, in a shade lighter than I had it before. This is in the shade Fair. Of these two, LA Girl, I used one of these up and then repurchased them in the shade I had and then a lighter shade. I'm going to keep the lighter one. This is in the shade Porcelain because I felt it was also a little bit too dark. This is still completely sealed, so we can get rid of that. But I'll keep one because I did really like the concealer. The same goes for the Conceal and Fine Concealers by Makeup Revolution. I got one in the shade C4 and C3 to see which one I like best, and C3 is a better match for me. So getting rid of the darker one, keeping the other one. This is brand new to me. This is the Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer in the shade Snow. I liked it. I also like... Where did it go? I also like the regular Born This Way concealer, so I really like the Born This Way line. I do think this is a bit more pink than the actual, like this product here, but this is one of those things like you could use that as foundation or anything like that. So, and I think I also have the foundation in Snow, so keeping both of those. These two Essence concealers, I have to say, were not my favorite, both of them. The matte one was just too drying on my skin, and the Healthy Glow one didn't do much in terms of coverage, so that's why those have to go. The Maybelline Age Rewind, I like the product, I just hate the packaging. I hate how gross this gets, case in point, but as you can see, I'm almost done with this, so I will use this up, but I'm getting rid of this pink shade. This is the brightener shade, and I just don't use it a whole lot. But fair is a perfect match, so I may repurchase. I'm not entirely sure. Then on this end, we have some color correctors, and to be quite honest, I'm not a huge fan of color correcting, but I bought it to try. This one, like these all worked okay, but my favorite one of these three is this Catrice Brightening Concealer in the shade Lavender. This is very brightening on the under eye, so I do want to keep that. But the green one and this pinky one by Essence are gonna go. NARS Soft Matte Concealer. I absolutely adore this stuff, so keeping these two Benefit things. This was a gift from a friend, I actually think. She got it as a gift with purchase, and it's actually a little too dark for me, so sadly, this has to go. The Erase Paste, as you can see, this is still in the old packaging. I like this product a lot. I definitely want to repurchase it in a new packaging, but this is just too old, and therefore I no longer use it. The corrector, if I correct, is this Bobbi Brown corrector. I love this too. As you can see, I've hit Major Pan. Keep. Just want to use that up. This Rimmel Match Perfection is a concealer that I used up completely when I bought it the first time round, so I know I like this. It's just been a while since I used this, and I think... Let me put this in a maybe pile to see if I find, like, I think I have plenty of other concealers that I can use, because this was a bit lightweight, and I think, for instance, because it has a brush just like the LA Girl one, and I think I like the LA Girl a little bit better than this. So that's why I'm just, yeah, it's gonna go in the maybe. This is the one I'm currently using. This is the NYX HD Concealer. I just wanted to try this. I only found out this only comes with 3 grams of product. It's insane. I have this in the shade CW2 Fair, and it's not that fair. I have to say, I find this to be a little bit dark, and it kind of oxidizes on me, but it does work. It's just, it's not my favorite. I find this creases on me quite a bit. So I am using it right now and liking it, but maybe once I'm done with it and I've reviewed it, I may want to get rid of this. Tarte Shape Tape I like, but I don't love it as much. I definitely think the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define trumps this for me anyways. I do like this concealer, however, for when I want to do a cut crease. So I'm going to keep it in my stash for that purpose. I'm not sure what Catrice was thinking with this. This is the HD Liquid Coverage Precision Concealer. I think this is supposed to be for carving out your brows or something. Comes with a very thin wand. The shade is too dark for me. It's too yellow, no match. And I thought it was a little bit messy. Maybelline Master Conceal. I really liked this at the time. Does this have a little tube? It doesn't smell weird. And I remember liking this quite a bit, but as with the Rimmel one, I just haven't used this for quite some time, so I'm not sure whether I want to keep this. It's quite old. I like it. Let's see if the texture has changed, shall we? Oh, the texture is fine. It looks like that. It doesn't smell weird. That's what it looks like. Like it. I think I'll keep it for now. The Collection Lasting Perfection Concealer. Who remembers this being a cult favorite on YouTube? I think I bought this because every single British YouTuber raved about this, and for very good reason. This is my second tube of this. However, I've never opened this. I lost interest. I think there are now better concealers on the market that are as affordable. Makeup Revolution, LA Girl, Catrice. So I'm going to get rid of this. Because I want to make sure that I have a concealer by Catrice, I'm going to keep this. This is the Stay All Day, or Catrice, did I say Catrice? It's Essence. Essence Stay All Day 16-hour long-lasting concealer. This is in the shade Soft Beige, and despite what it looks like in the tube and also the name, this isn't the lightest shade. This pulls light enough, and I really like this concealer, so that's a good one from Essence. They've had that in their line for the longest time. Urban Decay All Nighter, keep. ColourPop No Filter Concealer. I bought this months ago. I don't remember when exactly, but I haven't used it enough to really have any thoughts about it, so need to keep that to try it more. This is brand new, the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer. I bought this in my Black Friday haul, so need to make sure to hang on to that because I haven't tried it yet. And the Wake Me Up Concealer by Rimmel, this one can go. This is a little bit, like if I have to choose between these two, then the Match Perfection is my favorite out of these two. So I'll keep this and I'll get rid of that. The Breathable Foundation Concealer by Rimmel, didn't like it. This applicator is this like hard sponge and it soaks up product and it just drags on your under eyes. No. Maybelline Fit Me, this was a repurchase for me. This is a backup that I haven't opened yet, but I really like that concealer, so I want to keep it. Perfect Match Concealer by L'Oreal, the True Match Concealer. It's from that range. It has a peachy undertone, so this kind of color corrects and conceals at the same time. Really like that. And then we have the Radiance Reveal Concealer by Bourjois. I was very much expecting to like this, and sadly I didn't. It goes on really nicely and it makes your under eyes look almost airbrushed at first. But I found that within maybe 30 minutes or an hour of wear, this started creasing so badly on me. And I tried different methods of application, but it looked fine. It looks flawless at first. I've even had the problem where it got a little bit wet because it was raining outside, so my face got a bit wet. And sort of like something stuck, like my skin stuck to itself, and I was this like really deep crease right in my under eye for the rest of the day, and I couldn't pat it away. It wouldn't move anymore. It was just a little too tacky for my taste, which is why, sadly, the Bourjois has to go. And then, last but not least, the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer. I know that everybody is decluttering their Kat Von D for very obvious reasons, but I like this concealer. And if I've already spent my money on something, I don't see the point of decluttering it, no matter if I disagree with some of the personal opinions of the brand's owners. Brand's owner, that's what I should say. So I will keep that. So, quick overview. This is what we're getting rid of. 14 concealers are gonna go. Bye-bye. So that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked it, I would love it if you could give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. I make new videos every single Thursday and Sunday, and there are definitely more declutters coming your way because we still have a couple of face products to go. Some categories are still up in the air. So for now, bye, I hope, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!